Johnson is a Newcastle-based freelancer specialising in videography, as well as working in a digital marketing and technical solutions role with the University of Newcastle. From a young age, Matt always had an inquisitive relationship with technology and a yearn to explore the inner workings of it all. Now he strives to be continually pushing both his boundaries of creative expression as well as the boundaries of what's capable in every piece of film equipment. Welcome, Matt. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's finally great to meet you.
Let's begin with what career path led you to where you are now?
Well, my work at the University of Newcastle involves digital marketing with a bit of technical solutions. Part of that role as well is doing a lot of design and a lot of creative work. So ever since a young age, I've always had quite an inkling for cameras, taking photography, shooting different things that I see. And from there, it sort of exponentially built up upon itself. So, it started with a GoPro, just shooting, me surfing or riding around on my motorbike. And then I sort of got a really deep passion for it. So then, of course, started buying much more expensive equipment and trying different creative processes. And, next thing you know, I'm, doing a lot of things for different people in the public sector and private sector.
What motivates and drives you?
Definitely family, friends, and my girlfriend. They're the people I do a lot of this work for. It's very rewarding seeing my parents' faces light up when I create a new video or showcasing something different, and even the people that I shoot for. It's really great having some sort of positive impact on their life, however big or small that may be. They've provided a great foundation for me to build a successful life upon, and that's what I'm really trying to do throughout this whole process.
Matt, what has been the biggest learning curve in your career so far?
Biggest learning curve, definitely not taking things to heart, especially coming from a creative angle. So, you produce content for someone and, you may have been working up to 8 or 10 hours on this one idea or this one video, and to have it criticised by someone, although it's constructive criticism, it's also great to not take that too seriously or take it too personally. So having thick skin, I think, definitely helps, and taking on any feedback as positive feedback, even though sometimes you might misconstrue it yourself as being negative. That's certainly something that you need to have to try and strive in this industry.
So where do you think you'd like to be in the next 10 years?
Well, I always sort of say to myself that my hero in 10 years is me in 10 years' time, which sounds a bit funny, but honestly, I think in 10 years' time, I'd like to be working a lot more collaboratively with people in the Newcastle region and greater, working on projects, short films, basically socialising with people who have a similar creative mind like myself, and working with those like-minded people to produce some amazing content.
And to finish today, Matt, have you had any significant hunter-based mentors during your career that inspire you?
I wouldn't say significant hunter-based mentors, but certainly, you go on social media these days and you see the amazing work a lot of other people are doing. So I get a lot of inspiration from that, seeing what other people are coming up with. So, I'd love to pinpoint one exact person, but I like, taking as much as I can and working through what they do and seeing if I can use it in some of my work. And aside to that, I think, certainly my colleagues at the university, they certainly help me as well. So I'd like to say they're my mentors too. They continually push me.
That's great. Thanks so much for your time today.
You're very welcome. Thank you.